Hi everybody, all my followers, be welcome to another video. So, another video on this car. Well, I don't know if you have seen any of them. I don't know when I'm going to start to publish them, but this car came with several issues. Last time I worked on the car was yesterday morning. And deliberately we're going to tackle this issue today, which is a starting problem, because I haven't started the car today, and it happens more when the car is cold. Very quick, going through the background. The owner of the car did a lot of work on the car, and he left a couple things that he was unsure about. And on this starting problem, what he did is he replaced all the glow plugs. Apparently he had some glow plugs that were shorted, some open circuit glow plugs. Anyway, he replaced all 6. By the way, the engine on this is the OM642, the V6 CDI turbo diesel, and yeah, he replaced all the glow plugs. He said that the car improved massively. He said before you take 2 or 3 attempts to start the car, now he starts usually on the first attempt, but it takes a long time to start. Once he starts, he smokes a little bit for like 5 seconds and it clears. Once he's warmed up, from what I've seen here, it starts okay every single time. So I have a feeling that the shorted glow plugs he replaced have damaged the the controller. So that's what I think. Anyway, we're gonna start the car and I'm gonna show you exactly what the car does. I'm gonna crank it. I don't know if you can see the smoke, and it pretty much clears straight away. And that is what it does. Forget about that. That's another video for it. So no worries, just stay tuned. So yeah, the starting problem, that's what it does. I'm not gonna let the engine to warm up too much because I want to see if I try to start it now. It most likely will do the same. Alright, started fine straight away, as you have seen. Yeah, but if I let it to cool down now a little bit, it will do exactly the same thing again. So I have a feeling that it's going to be my glow plugs, even because it's the only code on the ECU, which we're going to scan the car and I will show you. So even if there is another issue, let's say if we have a injector or 2 injectors back leaking, I don't want to go to there until we resolve the issue with the glow plug. So we're going to resolve that one first, and then we'll see what happens from there. Okay, and we are going very quick to scan the car, because I've done this car. It should be here. Yes, it is. So there we go. Let's load the program and go from there. Okay, and here we are. Let's gonna go to read codes, and that's the only code we have. Okay, now even if you clear this code, he will come back, so there's no point for me to go through that. So yeah, that's what it does. Let's gonna do some testing, see why this plug is not being activated. Now the glow plug module, these modules, they are like sealed, so you can't really do a lot with them, but you never know. But first let's gonna confirm that the actually module is not powering all the glow plugs. Okay, and we have switched tools, as you can see, and the main reason is because here I can get access to a lot of information that the MaxiSys wouldn't. I would be happy to actually do it with the MaxiSys, but I think will be for visual aid will be easier if I show you what I'm looking at as well. So we're going to check a LIN bus communication to the module, make sure that's okay. But I believe it is, otherwise we wouldn't have those faults. And then we're going to try to check the the voltage output to the glow plugs, and go from there really. So yeah, let's gonna do it. Okay, so it tells you everything you need to check. I'm not going to take you through the first part because I believe everything is good here. So we're going to tell them everything is okay, and this is what we want to check, is the lean bus, which I will take you through once we back probe everything in there. Okay, I'm not going to actually skip any tests, just in case you guys think I'm skipping stuff and I could get caught by, which is possibly, but just so I show you how to do it correctly, I'll say. So the first wire we have is this first plug, which this is terminal 30, so we should have battery voltage here, and as you can see we do have. Now well, it comes on the camera, so we have voltage on this one. This is the main feed voltage to the glow plugs. Okay, checking out circuit 87, which is ignition voltage, basically pretty much. It's not that, but is this one here, pin number 5. And we have voltage once I turn the ignition on. Okay, now it's gonna check the ground, which is the pin straight after. That's gonna change these two. Voltage. Done. It's pin number 6. So if I touch this into voltage, there it is. So I have ground. Okay, and now I had to put this cardboard around to stop the glare a little bit. I'm going to show you the lean bus communication. The machine tells you to check these at the engine plug, at the engine ECU, but I'm doing it actually at the plug itself, which I guess would be the same thing. On the plug, on the harness of the car, not on the ECU obviously. And this is going to be pin 12, and that's what we have. And now I'm going to show you what star tells me the signal should be. Let me just pause here so you can see how it looks like. Let me there we go, so a little bit like that. It's a little bit difficult. So that's what we have. And this is roughly what it tells you you should have. This tells me is that the engine ECU. I'm doing it right at the end, but it should give me the same result. Okay, so right now we established that we have grounds, we have power and grounds here, we have the main power feed, we have lean communication, even because if we didn't, we'd have a lean fault on the ECU. Now we're going to check the voltage output from the module to the glow plugs. So I'm testing a glow plug. I'm not sure which one is if it's 1 or 2. There's number 1 or 2, doesn't really matter. Is one. I'm back probing in there, and what we're gonna do is, so the end of that wire is here. Okay, so as you can see, it's the black wire comes into this green, and I have this probe here. I have my test light connected to ground, so as you can see it's working. Okay, and what we're going to do now is I'm going to touch this and turn the ignition on, and after a second or so these lights should glow. Not for long, it's not a cold day, and I've been here having the ignition on and off, so obviously the glow plugs are going to be fairly warm, I would say, so it might not going to turn on for long, but we should have the time to see the test light glowing. If the test light glows, that means we are having voltage coming from here, obviously to the glow plug because the plug is connected, but also to this. So let's gonna test it. I'm gonna put everything correctly. We're gonna test them all and see how many are actually now working. Okay, I had to slightly change the connections because it was okay for me to do it off camera, but on camera was a little bit tricky, so I've changed slightly so make sure this is not touching ground, obviously, because we're gonna get voltage here. I'm gonna turn the ignition. I just want you to look at my test light. Okay, so I'm sure you saw that glowing, which means that output is okay. Now I'm gonna change that to the one above, and we're gonna do one by one and establish which ones are not working. Okay, doing the one at the top now. We got nothing. Now we're gonna do the other 4. And just as I predicted, these 2 wires I got them wrong, but doesn't matter. We have 2 that are outputting. We have 4 that are completely gone. I'm gonna guess inside that module is gonna be either a individual fuse to each glow plug, or they're gonna be in pairs. So each fuse is gonna deal with 2 glow plugs, and we do have all these ones off. So 4 glow plugs out of 6 is quite a lot for this engine, and we have a bad module. Ideally, we would replace the module. You guys know me best. Let's gonna open this. Okay, so I opened the module, and the module is, well, I will show you the module on the inside. I don't think I will be able to do anything with it. However, being the type of module I've seen inside, I'm now wondering if the module kind of disables the circuits rather than burn anything. So I'm now under what you call it, engineer mode, whatever that is called on DAS, and I found a function for glow plugs to reset the, I would have to translate that now, but that's to reset the module, the output stage. So I'm going to reset this and see if these rings, if this somehow the module can be reset on the inside and allow all the outputs to work again. So we'll have a go, and we'll go from there. Okay, and if that was supposed to do something, it didn't do nothing. I still have no output through those 4 glow plugs, so there's nothing happening. I've run everything that was there that I could think that would be related to the glow plug module. That is called actually development mode. So unless I'm doing something wrong, I don't think that's possible. The module is here, as you can see. It's one of these modules. I've been here measuring stuff, etc. Everything I measured is okay from what I can see, so not really sure if there's anything else that can be done to it. I just told the owner he's gonna need a new module for now, and that's it. Now wait for parts. Once we have this, we'll do a quick test again just to check the outputs, just to confirm, just for the video purpose, and then we'll see how the car starts when cold. Okay, and a few days later, the owner brought me the new part. I was actually now working on the sensors problem. Just stay tuned. So this is the new module, genuine Beru. This is actually the replacement. If you go to Mercedes, they won't give you the same as the other one. They would give you this one. So brand new. And we're gonna fit it. I haven't started the car today, which is actually good. So this is the new module. Okay, I haven't started the car today, as I was saying, so it's going to be really good because we're going to plug this in, start the car and see how it starts. The car hasn't started for 3-4 days now, so if this was my problem, that will cure it. Still, we're going to do a quick test as we did with the other one. Check the output, just make sure they are all working fine now. But yeah, this should fix my problem. Okay, if you remember, only the bottom 2 were actually working. If you remember, I'm back probing one of the top ones. All these 4 at the top, they didn't work. I'm just going to randomly do one. So you should be able to see it glowing a little bit. Let me put this in a place where you're going to be able to see it. So I'm just going to turn the ignition on, and you should be able to see it glowing. Finally found the key. There we go. Surely you have seen. Let's just gonna try another random one. let's say the one before. There we go. Surely you have seen it. So I'm not going to test them all. We knew already this was my problem. So let's kind of put the module in place and everything else and try to start it and see how it starts. Okay, module is in place, everything's connected, everything's plugged in, and see what happens. Look at that. You seen that? Pretty much straight away. Well, just straight away really. Yeah, really good. Really good. Really happy. We're going to turn it off because I've just started it. I'm going to leave it off again for a few minutes or maybe more and try again just to make sure. But you have seen the car would, well, I think you've seen, I've started once when you've seen, and it cranks and cranks and cranks and cranks until it goes. As you've seen, it went straight away. So yeah, it looks like this was our only problem. Okay, let's gonna try this again, just make sure it was not a one-off. So key on, wait for the glow plug light to go off. There we go. As you've seen, started straight away. And that's it. Forget about that. Just stay tuned if you haven't seen that yet. So I think that's it for this video, guys. In the end, only a glow plug module, glow plug controller, wherever you want to call it. And that's it for this video, really. Nothing rocket science, but still, hope there's some information here that you can find useful. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do have any questions, any comments, please put them below. And just before we go, actually I just thought about it. Let's gonna scan the car, just make sure we have no codes for nothing. I've cleared the codes last time, but just very quickly make sure we have no codes. Yeah, that's fine. Fault codes. There we go. No fault codes. And like always, thank you for watching.